about to go downtown.
Downtown, hey!
Downtown. You about to go downtown.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another week's episode of Downtown World. Don't waste no time with negativity. And you know I love talking to my queens, and here is another media queen that I met in Clubhouse. I don't know if you remember. And from then I've been following her career and just truly being inspired with, let's say, she is the founder and CEO of Black Affiliated. And it's a beautiful, beautiful platform. And I'm going to let us get into it later. But for now, we're going to say welcome, Dymond Alexis, the founder of Black Affiliated, and as well, the founder of The Dymond Life and founder of your own consulting agency, also titled Dymond Consulting Agency.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Welcome, Queen. How are you doing?
I'm good. I love the energy. It's good energy. I love it. But I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It was just Mother's Day and I was just congratulating you on just being a mother because one of my best friends is a new mother, and just, her sharing her transparency with being so transparent with me and her journey. It's I've always had a respect for mothers, but more now than ever. So I want to tell you again on air, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I'll start off there because mothers are foundation for this earth. Without women, there's nothing, right? So how is just being a mother for you? Because I know you're fairly new at it as well, but I love seeing the dynamic between you and your beautiful child, and you're comfortable with sharing. So I really love seeing that, and I love seeing when a child really loves their mother, because it's not always like that, unfortunately. So
yeah, and I was just saying, I was like, my baby, that's one thing I know, he loved me. But honestly, and like I was just saying, every Mother's Day gets better, and every day gets better with motherhood. I always joke, but I never changed a diaper prior to my son. I always cared for kids when they was 5, 6.
yeah, not at that tender stage.
So I had to learn a lot. I went to classes and I read, and of course everything was just a trial and error. And honestly, I feel like he pushes me every day to become a better person and get on my grind even more. Everything I do is for him, and he's literally my motivation. Yeah. So I'm just thankful that unfortunately things kind of happen in our time where I'm a single mom and things like that happen, but it's fine because at the end of the day we've been good. Things gonna get better, and at least he get to see me get on this bossness and just keep going. So I'm excited for him to see me accomplish things for him.
I was raised by a single mother, and I definitely know that's where my hustle comes from, 1000%. So, you're raising a king, a boss, and I'm sure with God and, just everything within your favor, and you continue just shining, Dymond, it's going to just continuously work in your guys' favor. So I'll just keep watching you grow and just flourish.
Thank you.
But, and when you say that, I believe you, because I feel like some of these moms, I'm not a mother, but I feel like some of them have got a lot of cap in their rap. I don't know about all that.
It's ain't no cap. And people ask me, I am tired, but you get some sleep and you wake up the next day and you try to do it again and do better than what you did the day before. So I know for me, I don't be like, oh, it's perfect, it's amazing, because it is to see a child growing, but everybody has their things that they go through and unexpected things and life life itself, and you still got to keep going when you're being a mom. It don't stop. You just kind of you deal with it and then you keep going. So I'm definitely not about to cap and say that it's all perfect and peaches and cream, but it's a beautiful experience that you got to be ready for.
Legit. Wow, that's beautiful. I know you're giving straight facts. I can hear all the moms in the background. Yes. So Get it. I was gonna say my best friend has this like special dance. She's so gonna kill me. It's like the mommy dance. So when her son finally goes to sleep,
Oh, hey, we probably do the same thing. That's what I just was doing.
seriously, right? So this is such a random question. I am such a random thinker. But I've always been curious, right? Because obviously your name Diamond isn't spelled like the typical diamond that I'm used to seeing that spelling. Not that there's definitely no right or wrong. But have you ever like asked your parents or people in your family lineage to be like, why did you guys put a Y in it and not like spell it the regular way, or how your name came about? Dymond
Yeah.
Alexis. It just sounds like stardom. Like,
Oh, so my name, my mom was watching Love Connection actually, and a diamond commercial came right on when she was in the hospital with me, and that's how she came up with my name Diamond. But she wanted to spell it different. She didn't, because it was a lot of diamonds. Thought it was common, so she put a Y in it. Alexis came from, I think my mom wanted Alexis. I think
jeez.
that really was. I think that's what she told me.
Want to buy a car, so I bought a Alex.
I mean, by the name of the Dymond Alexis, so I
Yes.
became her Dymond Alexis.
I love how you said that. I became her. Like, yes.
yeah, that's the history was there, and I don't know if this plays a part. My mom was young. I don't know if you know that was, she wanted a diamond, or that was a popular name at the time. I don't know, but mom was young when she had me.
Yeah.
So maybe that played a part too.
You're the only diamond I know, and you shine, girl. You
Oh.
shine. Every video you post, everything, skin's just glowing. Even now we're speaking, skin's just glowing. Like you have a very like shining aura about you. And why I love, like, obviously why we're here today, right? So I want to ask you, like, what got you started into the media and entertainment field?
So I always been interested in entertainment. When I was in high school, I started doing journalism in high school, and I started writing for the newspaper. I created the entertainment section for the newspaper, and was like, I was into sports too at the time, but yeah, that's another thing. So I cover that too. And I just was always interested. I loved music. I loved like writing about it, and like being on the internet and social media. I just really enjoyed it. When I got to college, I was like, well, I want to take it serious. I don't want to just be like, playing games or anything. Like, time to go. So my sophomore year, I was chilling with my roommates, and that's how Black Affiliated came in. I knew I wanted it to have my own blog, and it was going to be called Black Empire. I was like, that's so lame. I want to think of something different, something new.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh,
just like your mom did.
Yep.
Look at that.
That's a good comparison.
Jeez. Yeah.
So that's how Black Affiliated was born, and that's how I got into the entertainment.
Dope. So we're at Black Affiliated, and explain to people just what is happening over there and the diamond life, because I love it.
Yeah, so Black Affiliated right now, Black Affiliated is chilling.
Be honest about that though, because that's okay. Don't even be nervous speaking about it.
Yeah, Black Affiliated is chilling. I was going through a lot of things in my life when I started Black Affiliated, and my life was different. I wasn't a mom. I was in college. Life was different.
Yeah.
So, I decided we're going to keep it, but right now it's on a chill, and I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the brand in the next future, because this has been 5 years. I started in 2015, definitely accomplished a lot in the time and interviewed a lot of people, but I want to really move on to this new brand, which is the Dymond Life. And I feel like it just fits my new life and my new lifestyle at the moment. I just feel like when I started Black Affiliated, I was 19. I was young. I was fine being on the internet on my phone all day. I didn't mind posting on internet for 20 times, whatever. It was fun. Now I'm a mom. I have to deal with my child majority of the day. I don't have much time to really, scroll and do these things on my phone. Not saying I'm not staying in tune, going on, but yeah, so that's how the Dymond life became. And everybody joked like, you should have your own reality show. And I was like, what? So, and like I said now, but I'm gonna be working on to that, but it's gonna be more so like a vlog series. But I'm gonna get people acclimated with me and get more in tune in my life because I'm
I love
kind of
the angle, the
oh
pause and the build up back to the Black affiliated about being a mom, girl. Yes, 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 yes. Love
yeah,
that. Love
thank
it.
you. So
You can do
that's
it.
that's what it's gonna be right now. And I always love Black affiliated. Like I always say, Black affiliated helped me start my career. Because right after I started Black affiliated, I worked with Sony, and then after that, I was interning with Radio One, and it kind of just followed, and that was the start of everything. But now it's gone to the next point of my life, which is the
Yes.
Dymond life.
What a full circle moment. Like, you didn't even plan to explain it like that, but it literally is coming full circle for you. That's beautiful.
It
That's
is.
like the true wins in life, in my opinion. You know?
It really is. It really is. It's dope to see, things. And it's even dope, like, I haven't really, one Black affiliate, like, somebody would just text me, like, oh my gosh, I can't say, like, what happened to Black affiliate on Instagram? And I'm like, oh, it's the Dymond life now. And,
Presence. Mm-hmm.
people still use the hashtag Black affiliated, like, on Instagram. Like, I didn't even know people, use it. So, to see the effect and, what I've done in the last few years and people that have worked on my team, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. It gives those are the wins, and
Yeah.
it's still there. People can still go out there and look at it. Every now and then I do post on Black affiliated website that's still up there, so they can still
Yeah.
go up there and see stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it will
moving on
be
to the
there.
time.
And
Yeah.
it will continue to grow at your pace, And thank you for being just so transparent about that, because I've definitely had that conversation with a lot of female entrepreneurs previously. And it's just like, that's real. And I literally just posted a clip about this too, where it's just like, people don't understand, the work and the dedication and, those background things that go into building something like Black affiliated or Downtown World. So it's just like, it is so healthy and necessary that you need to know the times when you look at your passion, your baby, and you're like, all right, this is what's happening now. There are valleys, there are dips, there are highs, there are lows, but listening to like your world and understanding like what's best for it, because it's so easy to get caught up in, a lot of blogs. I feel like they chase the shade room, or they chase neighborhood talk, or they chase places like Onsite, Hollywood Unlocked, and shout outs to everyone who owns those things. But if you're really trying to be unique and stand out, you shouldn't be chasing something, but creating your own lane and walking within that. Then there's no reason, right, to chase anything. What is the point
I
of
love
looking at
that.
one and seeing the same information, the same squares? So, and Downtown World, it's my lane, my space. I'm walking, Black affiliated, your space, now the Dymond life, because it's just evolved to another level, like heavy,
Yeah,
heavy, heavy.
I love that point.
Here at downtown, we say eat fruit, mind your business, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Period. That's really what I've been doing though, even like for real. That's actually been a mood actually.
Legit. So a standard question that we ask here at downtown is, what is a situation that it was definitely negative when you experienced it, but somehow, some way, Dymond, you found a way to overcome, and you decided not to waste any time in negativity. You might have even surprised yourself, but you definitely just like said, I'm gonna deal with it like this instead of the obvious route.
you know, and like I'm gonna be honest, and at one time I felt like when I had my son, that was a very negative time for me
Mm.
because it wasn't the happiness and everything that I thought it was going to be afterwards. And I had him 2 months before I had to graduate. It was a lot of stuff going on. And at that time, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even really understand about postpartum and
Yeah.
things like that. And that was a very negative time in my life. And I didn't think that I was going to come out of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I was going to get out of that depression.
That's real.
Or even do anything with media anymore, because I really like stopped.
Yeah.
And I was getting opportunities, but it was kind of scarce. It wasn't like how it was when I was in school and in Philly. It was,
Mhm.
so things kind of changed for me, and I was in a really deep depression. I
Mhm.
didn't know it was life, because you go from your life being super lit
Yeah.
to your life being, your whole life changed. I went through a lot of things with my son's dad, and
Yeah.
things that just, it's crazy. So thank God that I am here, because at one time I didn't want to be here
Thank
anymore.
God.
So
Thank
I'm just thankful that, I used the things that was happening to just push me to keep going. And it even motivated me to start Black Affiliate Up last year. I was going to be done Black Affiliated like 2 years ago.
Forever. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
done. After it had, my Black Affiliated was deleted after my son was born. Oh, no, it was deleted 2 weeks before my son was born.
Wow.
So after that, I was kind of done. But anyway, yeah. I'm like, I lost my train of thought one time, but
No, but
yeah.
that is so beautiful, and I love the smile that just naturally came on your face when, like, as you were telling your story, like that moment when you just saw that, where it's like, don't worry, you can keep going. And funny enough, through doing my research on like what I want to speak with you about today, and just like the vibrant energy I was going for, I was looking through your photos. And I swear to you, Dymond, I said, this girl has an energy of like survival. I swear to God. Like, I was just going through the tiles. I wasn't like clicking into anything, because I'm more like that. I just like to, catch a
Just
natural
look
vibe.
good.
I'm not traditional, and I was just like, you have a real survival energy about you, like a real go-getter spirit. How wrong or right am I about that?
You're definitely right. As my Instagram was deleted 2 weeks, like I said, 2 weeks
Yeah.
before Caleb was born, 2 weeks after my son was born, my granddaddy was locked up. My granddaddy was my heart.
Oh my
That was
God.
that was somebody that did
Like,
whatever for me.
beautiful picture you posted with him. I was like, yes. Oh my
That's
gosh.
that's
Love
my
grandparents.
heart.
Yeah.
And we just was like getting really close prior to him getting locked up. So like, that has been a lot on me. He's been locked up the whole time. He's still locked up.
Yeah.
And that happened, and my son's dad left me, and then I like had to like pick my life up and come back to North Carolina, and then I went back, then I came back, and it's just been a bounce back every year. And I just want to tell everybody that's watching this, you just got to keep going and never lose the sight of the vision, because I really could have lost sight of it many times. Even with starting back, like the interviews, I could have said no. It was times when I really didn't even want to do it, and it ended up being a good opportunity. And sometimes you just can't lose sight on it. Whatever going on, like sometimes you just got to keep it written down, keep it in your mind, keep it in your room, hanging up, just like little things, and just know your time is coming. Like I was so anxious that I wanted to be, like Kylie at 22, billionaire, or whoever.
Yeah.
And that wasn't my story. That's not my life plan. And my life plan was to go through everything that I've been through in the last 3 years to get me to this point now. So don't worry, it's gonna come. It's gonna happen.
You've
Whatever
already arrived.
for you.
You've arrived.
Thank you.
You've arrived. Like, I'm sure your ancestors are like, I'm just like, wow, like you're so like crown, yes, queen.
I hope so.
If there was something, I don't want to say advice, but if there was something you could share with women that have gone through postpartum that you wish maybe someone had shared with you. Not that it's, as I said, the outcome for everyone, but just, what
Yeah.
is something that you would share?
If you're going through it or right after your baby, you should seek for a therapist or, something that's going to make you feel normal again. Like, you just go through so many changes, and we go through so many, like, we got to be a perfect mom. We can't yell. We can't cry. We can't do nothing. So don't feel like you have to mask your emotions or hide them, or feel like you can't be you. Be a person. Be human. So I definitely recommend therapy. I wish I would have done therapy right after, and I did it like a year or two later.
Yeah.
And honestly, it helped me get to the point where I am today. And I only did it for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend therapy for moms, and don't feel like you're alone. Like, you know, since I've been going through this, I really want to do a moms club. I didn't want to talk about, I've been wanting to do something for moms and just single moms, because it's like we really been needing a push.
Diamond life.
For real. Just we need a push. We need a word of encouragement, things like that, to just know like you're doing a good job. You're doing great. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
So that's all the advice I have, to just seek for therapy, to seek to get your normalcy back. You aren't the same person no more. You are a different person. So
Yeah.
don't look to recreate the life that you was having before you got pregnant. This is your new life.
Wow.
Get into it and then evolve.
I love that. Ooh, I love that. Get into it and evolve. Yes, 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 yes. So, what is it about like just being a woman and, representing for your son and moving forward? Like, what is it that just really keeps you going? I know you mentioned your son and everything, but if there was anything else that you could say, this is something that definitely, like, without hands down, this is me in life. This is why I need it, why it keeps me going every day.
I know personally, like I said, I've been through a lot of ups and downs. Like I've been broke to the point where I have like no money when I had to depend on somebody, and I never want to get to that point again. So personally, I'm at a point now where I can't go back to that again, and I can't go down. There's no going back. Like I have my grandma now that I really take care of, and I make sure she's good, on top of my son and my family that need it. So it's like I got so many people counting on me right now that I really can't go down. And that's kind of been keeping me from going back to depression. Like my grandfather just passed, and
I'm so
right
sorry.
after my grandfather passed, my uncle passed 2 weeks after that, and my student just passed. Like it's been so much, my cousin, it's been so much stuff in the last 2 months
Mm-hmm.
to not have me into a point. And it's honestly been my grandma and my son keeping me up to float, keeping me like, all right, I got to figure out what's next. So
Yeah,
it could be lit for us, and we don't got to be worried about this or worried about not having no money to stay or whatever. Like,
facts.
but personally, what I went through last year, I never want to go through again. And that got me to the point where I'm just gonna be grinding.
I always say like it's unfortunate the situations or some of the experiences that we do have to go through as like individuals, like, and you're just like, fuck, like I
Mhm.
wish this never happened, like, but then as time goes on, according to your own like skill, and it's just like there comes a point where you realize you had to learn something from this. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, sometimes that situation will keep happening until you get the lesson that you're supposed to get. And we just have to like pay attention and
yeah,
see what's happening around us. You know, I rather spread love than hate. I rather, big you up than tear you down, because we've been on the other side of that.
right. That is so true.
Seriously. So when it comes to consulting, your consulting agency, Dymond Alexis Consulting Agency, because you do a really great job with content. You're really great at creating original content
Thank
and
you.
carrying like great vibes and energy out there. I love like your funny reels or like fashion stuff, just chilling. So what is it that you feel like you offer people that's like maybe different from the rest at your consulting agency? And how can people like get in touch with you to get on board and get assistance from you, because your numbers don't lie.
Yes. So for the consultant, um, I feel like my services stand out because of my experience. You have a lot of people in the game that are doing these things, and shout out to everybody that's doing consulting and helping people with marketing. But personally, my experience says itself. Like at 20, I was working at Sony and marketing for Lecrae and Miguel and Cody Shane, just to name a few, Nick Grant. Um, Went to Radio One and was doing the same. And then I've done it for a few clients just personally, Black affiliated. So I feel like my experience just speaks for itself, and the numbers speaks for itself. You know, I started this as a hobby, doing social media and posting. It was just fun. And every day I just started seeing, oh, I can reach Kevin Hart. Oh, I can, and started seeing I could reach these people. And it went from a hobby to now it's a thing. So yeah, as far as marketing, I went to school for it, so I'm, specializing in with the degree. And as far as my experience, there it goes. But you can see if you go to DymondAlexis.com, you can see some of the projects that I've worked on. And if you go to the contact box, you can just fill it out. You tell me your proposed budget. You give me your social media. I will get back to you in less than 2 days, and that's how we can get it done.
For real. Yes, you heard it. So, and later on in the show, we'll definitely, and everything will be tagged for your page so everyone can definitely hit you up. And you have a lot of amazing cosigns. So that's another thing, right? It's really great when people can say, oh yeah, I do this, but nobody else can say, yeah, you did that. Like Dymond Alexis has major cosigns out here. So
thank you.
Another staple question that we ask here at Downtown, don't waste no time with negativity, is I used to say the 4 elements, but nearly since my interview with Alex Marley, it is now the 5 elements, because he just blew my mind. So you have fire, water, earth, air, and spirit. Which element do you resonate with the most and why?
Fire, water, earth, you said?
Air, and spirit.
Well, I would say air. And I guess I'm going to say that because I'm an air sign. Okay. But I feel like, I go with the flow a lot. I move and I maneuver, and I kind of sense what's going on, and then I unleash. So I feel like I would resonate with the air and a little fire, because I can get a little turned up.
Respectfully. No, I love that. A couple of months ago, I spoke with this lady, Ty Woods, and she also did choose fire as her element. And I was sharing with her because I always watch like a bunch of random videos, like things that are just outside of the entertainment, just get your mind out. And they were showing like the process of like making gold, and literally when they're making the gold, they submerge. Like it's submerged in fire, like completely surrounded by fire. But like when that piece of gold like comes out, it is completely like perfect. There's not a scathe on it, like not a scratch. It looks nothing like what it has just gone through. So I want to remind you today, Dymond, that you are pure gold. Okay. So don't forget that.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I love food on my personal page. Not so much lately because stuff has just been so crazy, but But I love food, and with the lockdown, it's definitely like made you just be in the kitchen a little bit more. And I want to ask you, what did you eat today?
What did I eat today?
So far.
Oh, I forgot I cooked myself breakfast. So I made some turkey bacon and French toast and eggs that were really good.
And now, how'd you make the eggs?
They were really cheesy.
Like scrambled cheesy?
It was so good. It was like, I was just talking about how I be finessing the eggs. French toast was sitting too.
That sounds yummy. I actually had breakfast today too, and I was like, yeah, it was kind of banging.
I love a nice breakfast. I don't like the dishes part, but I love to cook a nice breakfast. I do.
That part. Now, another random question is, if you could have any superpower for 24 hours, Dymond, what superpower would it be and why? Like, I want to know what you're going to do first with it.
I feel like my superpower would be to control people's minds.
She's going right for the jugular.
Yeah. I want to control their mind all day, and I want to be able to fly.
You got to choose one. You're cheating.
Oh, Okay, I would choose. I think I
Mine.
would choose to fly though, so I could just
Okay.
go wherever. I don't even care. You know what I'm thinking? I don't even care about controlling their mind. I would want to go wherever I want to go in a day. Like
Okay, so where are you gonna
I
fly
want-
to first?
I'm
Like you
flying.
just realized, oh shit, like, oh, I can
I'm
fly.
going. I'm going to LA. I'm gonna just spend my day out in LA, and then I'm gonna probably go to Vegas since it's the close, and I might just go to Miami or something, or I don't know.
Lit.
I'm definitely going to LA. That's my favorite place.
All these places have beaches. Very smart.
Yes, I need some water in my life.
We need
ASAP.
some water and sun and sand. Really, really
Yes,
bad. Really, really bad.
yes. But I'm going straight to LA, straight there.
Yeah. So with the diamond life and like working on it and the vision you have moving forward, I know we kind of like hinted on it here and there previously, but what is like the vision you have moving forward? Like what do you have coming with the diamond life and just everything Dymond Alexis?
Yeah. So the diamond life is crazy because I actually just wrote this down on what I want the diamond life to be. So the diamond life is going to consist in heavy music content because, like I said, I love music. I love talking about it. And I've had to realize things that I like to talk about freely. So music, me, which is be the lifestyle part. People get more in tune to my life. There will be vlogs on the diamond life. YouTube. So if you can, subscribe to that so you can see more. And it'll also consist of me doing the fashion hauls. I'm going to get more into things like that. So
Love
really the
it.
diamond life is getting me more as an influencer and content creator out as well while still creating the content
Mhm.
because of Black Affiliated. I felt like, yeah, I was the face of Black Affiliated, but sometimes I didn't feel right posting myself all the time, and it just was weird. So now this is like it's me. They know they're gonna be seeing me, and I
Yeah.
don't have to like sneak it in. It's
Yeah.
there.
It's
So that's what it's gonna be: music, lifestyle, and entertainment news.
dope. Love it. Can't wait for you to just share it with the world, and I'm there to support you 1,000%. 1,000.
Thank you, thank you. And I want to say I love the name Downtown. It's so cute.
Thank you. I was going through like a lot in life. Life was just lifing. And it's like through this journey of just wanting to grow and talk to people that have been through things like yourself and just really share that experience, not share, but like learn from you. Like I've learned so much through our conversation today and just giving that battery back and reminding me that like I'm not alone. Like all the things you spoke on today, I'm not alone. People have been through things that like I can never have probably survived. And they're here sharing their personal, being so transparent with me. Like, what choice do I have but to just go for it? And I'm sharing the real life journey along with it. And it's just beautiful. And like, literally, you're hitting everything on the nail. So I hope everyone's catching the fruit that you're giving. But these are the things that I can easily speak freely about. It doesn't feel like work, you know?
Right.
So,
And that's how it gotta feel. And I at one time that's why I wasn't into it with Black Affiliated because I was feeling like I was working, and
yeah,
one time it was a passion. But
yeah,
sometimes you gotta stop and think about those things that made you happy at one time and why you wanted to start it in the first place and go back to that. And not even think about like I had to take out the money financially and all of that stuff. Like what makes me happy? What
yeah,
do I like to do? What do I like to talk about? So sometimes you got to go back to root one on why you
yeah,
started it.
yeah. Definitely. What
Yeah.
is something that you would tell your son that you didn't know? Like, I know he's very young, but like,
I would tell him um, to just be himself, be free. When I was younger, a lot of kids like picked on me and bullied me and
mm,
talked about my skin color. I was too light. I was too white. I was yeah, it was.
you're gorgeous. Like, what are
Thank
they
you.
talking about? Kids
But
are mean.
they are, and I want to tell him. I always tell him to be you, do
Yeah,
you. Don't worry about this other person or whatever. Like I tell him that at 3 years old, Be
That's
you.
so important though.
You know, love
I don't
you. I
think,
love
sorry,
that.
Mom. I don't think you ever, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you need that, and
We
I tell
do. We do.
yourself, I love you. You know, I told him the other day, look at yourself in the mirror, but I love you. I love myself, and you know, I feel like you gotta really tell the kids at that age, like now, that they are bomb, and that you know that they can do this, and that they can be a. He told me he want to be a soccer player. He wanna be ice cream man, who whatever, and whatever he want to do, I support it. I go along with it, and whatever makes him happy. And as parents, we just gotta like do that. We gotta learn, like we gotta do what our kids want
Yeah.
us, you know, to make them happy. Say things, go along with it, play imagination or whatever they want to do, because it's gonna like really matter when they get older.
Oh, that's making me tear up. But it's so true. Like, those are key, like, small things that I feel like my background is Caribbean, Jamaican. If you don't mind sharing, what is your background?
I always say I'm Black, African American, but I do have white in me. My great grandparents were white, so I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
Black.
Hey.
I'm Black.
You know? But it's just like I find like Caribbean parents like growing up that's not like a regular thing. Like it was just like you have food, you have shelter. Like
I do notice that with some of my cousins, like they like grew up in Brooklyn, but they are from
yeah.
and I seen that even with my African friends, like I
Yeah.
feel like their parents were really hard on them, and
Yeah.
I do understand because they grow up and have so much structure.
Mm.
Like that's all you know. So
Mm-hmm.
you know that you can't mess up. You know that you can't be like, you know, playing with your grades and stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
do respect that. I don't do I agree with how tough it is? No. But
Mm-hmm.
I do understand why they do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why everybody has, you know, different type of structure, balance and things like that. And you know, can go to different places and can have their job and not do nothing else. You know, it's like, unfortunately, you know,
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
parents, but at the
Yeah.
end, like you said, it all makes sense. But I don't agree with it. But something I wish my mom did when I was younger was, you know, just tell me like you got this. Don't worry about other
Yeah.
people. And so my confidence would have been, I wouldn't have to worry about my peers accepting me or whatever. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
have like I'm good. I like my skin, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, wouldn't want to change myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I know that's what I'm gonna definitely stress on my son. Like you good how you are. Don't worry about what other people think.
It's important.
Hold your head high. Love yourself.
Yeah. No, I completely love that. And yes, we need to normalize that. It's so, so needed for this earth, like, especially with everything going on, is very, very much needed. So, Diamond, I actually have like another show that I do with my girl Killa, and it's called the Eat Fruit Pod. And every week on that show, we also like put out a music playlist, kind of just like a vibe that we're feeling for that week, and in correspondence with like what we're talking about. So this week, the episode is called Cherry. So before we've had mango, we've had watermelon. This week it's cherry, and the theme for this playlist was like, get you in the mood.
Sorry. So my son just went.
So I have another show with my girl Killa, and it's called the Eat Fruit Pod. And each week we name the episodes after fruits, and we also put out like a playlist in correspondence with like the vibe for the week. So this week is cherry, and it's a little seduction, little sexy vibes. Definitely gonna send you the link after this so you can tell me if it hits or not.
Okay.
What do you usually listen to on Apple or Spotify?
Apple.
Apple. All right, so I'm gonna send you the link. So I want to ask you. The playlist is out. I'm sad I didn't ask you this before. I could have maybe put your song on, but we do 10 songs. It's very hard. 5 picks from me, 5 picks from Killa. But what would you say, especially because I know you love music too, what would you say is one of your favorite, I was gonna say fucking, but I won't be vulgar, like love making tracks, or like tracks where you're like, It doesn't mean you're always, I don't want people to get the wrong impression, but just puts you in a sexy vibe.
It puts me in a sexy vibe. I like Yeah, I Said It by Rihanna. Sometimes I like to go 90s, and I like, I like the Cupid, like 112, or some old, not some 90s vibes. But yeah, I definitely like a good, like Rihanna, like Water by Kalani,
Yeah. I feel like you may appreciate this playlist. I can't wait to send you the link.
Definitely send me it.
Thank you for being open, because I'm very open about talking about everything women. So thank you for not shying away from me.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Now, if there was a fruit that you could use to describe just like how you're feeling and just in general how things are going, what is a fruit that you would use to describe the diamond life?
I would say a pineapple, because it has like so many angles and layers that you could cut it, and it's sweet sometimes it's sour. So I would say a pineapple.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That's actually the official logo for Eat Fruit, Mind Your Business. So we haven't put out the pineapple playlist yet, but when it comes out, if you fuck with it, I hate to bother people, so
yes, I love a good playlist though.
You let me know. It's secretly not a lot of people know. Prior to me doing this, like if there was something that I could like seriously have done in life, I would have been like a DJ. Ooh. Like I'm talking like, like David Guetta, like I'm gonna give it all.
I can see it with your energy. I can see that.
Yeah. So that's just one of my little hidden talents.
That's dope. I used to want to be a DJ back in middle school for real.
Yes.
So actually in college too, I was like, dang, I want to do it. I wanted to be at college, like, college parties, and then I got into Black affiliated.
That is one thing I'm very jealous of, like being here in Canada, not having that like American college experience. What was that like for you, just coming up? And
it was lit. I'm from a really small town. Kinston's super small, and I was ready. I went to school in Philly, so I was ready to get out, and I was out in the city. Philly, no, down Texas, okay? But it was fun. I think it was a different experience because like the Southern schools, they have like that campus life, and I went to a city school. So it was really like I'm in the city walking to class. Sirens, and it was cool. It was fun. I loved it, and I definitely wouldn't trade it for anything because it made me who I am today.
Love it. I'm gonna get serious for a hot second because Black women aren't safe. Black men aren't safe out here, and streets are crazy per usual, but now it's just really at a point where you cannot ignore it, and I don't know how people are still trying to do so. If you could just share, you don't have to go in depth, you don't have to be political, but just how you feel with everything that you've been seeing social media. Like I hate seeing snuff porn. Like I'm just over it. I live that life every day. I don't feel like scrolling on the feed and seeing like things, and I know it gets shares and views and stuff like that, but that's just not how I plan to like grow my.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The 15-year-old girl that was shot, it made me just, it was crazy because I was like, oh my gosh, that could have been me or something at 15, or I'm thinking that the police is going to come here to de-escalate it, and they shoot a person.
Disgusting.
And it's just like unfortunate, but for Black people, I just one day we're not going to have to live in fear. It's unfortunate that we still are living in fear, but one day we're not going to have to. But we just got to keep our guards up and just know that it's not safe, and we have to we have to act a certain way when we're in situations, unfortunately. But if that means that you're going to be safe and alive, then just do what you need to do in the moment and still voice your opinion.
one of my favorite movies because I'm just like silly. So I always try to find a way to like just, save the last dance. When Nikki was
That's
like
my
talking to Sarah and
favorite.
she's
Yes.
like, oh no, Kerry Washington, she's like, that's your world. We know different. Like that embodies just the whole.
And that was in 2001, 2000, and that is still in there.
Listen.
So, we know life this is what it is. This is where we at. And so unfortunately we gotta accept it.
Yep. So I love to in Toronto back in the day, there used to be this show called Speaker's Corner, and it was like people would go in this telephone booth and they can just let it off. Like if you're ever feeling like random one day, you can like YouTube it, and they would just go in this telephone booth and like get their shit off like however they wanted. So I've kind of implemented a Speaker's Corner vibe. So anything, it doesn't have to be related, like anything that's just on your mind, you're like, yo, the streets need to know. The world needs to hear this. Dymond Alexis is your mic.
Okay, let me think, because it'd be so much stuff on my chest.
It's your time, your flowers.
The streets need to know that don't listen to nobody. Okay, whatever. Actually, let me say something better, because I do need to actually address some people.
No, seriously.
How could I address it? So, if it has not come from me, don't believe it. And I was just saying how things happen in life, and I never get to, say my side and tell my side of the story. And there's a lot of things that has happened, and people have spoken to me that I have found out and it's untrue. And I just want to say on my behalf that if you didn't hear from me, then it's not true. And to get the full side, sometimes you have to go to the other side. You can't just believe everything that you hear. The reason why I haven't stood up for myself, because how could I? How can I? And I just let things play out. So that's what I want to say. If you're watching, because I know you are, come talk to me.
They always are, aren't they? Aren't they?
Come and talk to the source. All right. Don't listen to the messenger. Get it from the source.
Eat fruit and mind
your business. If people minded their business, the world would be a better place. But people be so stuck on your business that they can't mind their business.
And the church say amen.
I'm leaving. That's the stat on that. I'm gonna leave it on that.
I feel the spirit moving, and it's in agreement. You got this. You got this. No, oh my gosh, this was such a beautiful conversation. I knew I would like love you more, but like thank you for just being you, just being Dymond Alexis. You definitely like took us through your whole full circle moment. And I'm so excited to just watch you grow as a mother, an entrepreneur, and a businesswoman, and just you. And I want you to let everyone know where they can find you, contact you if you choose, and how you like to be approached. Let's normalize that. So,
okay. So let's start with how I like to be approached. I like to be approached by just going to DymondAlexis.com, going to that contact, and just putting the information in there.
Yeah.
It's way easier. But on social media, if you want to DM me, just DM me politely. I do answer DMs. It's fine. That's fine. Just be nice. Some people be like, you don't mind. Be like, no, sir. No. But hit me up on Dymond Alexis, DYMOND Alexis, ALEXIS. You search that, it'll come up. The Dymond Life is in my bio. It is just THEE Dymond, DYMOND Life. And yeah, that's how you can get in touch with me. My email and everything is on my page when you go to Instagram, and make sure you subscribe to the new YouTube, The Dymond Life.
Yes, please. I'm going to be doing that right now.
Thank you. I have one interview up there. I'm going to be releasing some old stuff that I kind of had released, but I'm going to be re-releasing it. That I kind of have done in the last few months and I took off. But the interview with Vivica Fox is up there, so make sure y'all go up there and see that. That was so dope. And
how was that? Like,
it was amazing. Like, we really had a moment. Like, we was talking about her possibly at the time they thought she had COVID, and she started to cry, and we had a moment, and we really talked about a lot, and it was good. But around that time, I had did a lot of interviews, and I want to re-release them, including this one with Lisa Ray, so people can see that one. That one was crazy. I did not.
I literally just watched her Ayana Fix My Life.
Oh yes, I need to go watch that. She's definitely feisty and had me a little scared. And I know that her name is Lisa Ray. I thought it was Lisa Ray, but it's Lisa Ray.
As in that's her whole first name.
That's her whole first name.
You learned that day.
I learned it that day, and
got you.
Get it again.
I got it. You reminded our business. I got it.
Yes. Make note that, because I might put the blooper in what she said if I didn't get a name right. Might put that on Instagram one day, maybe. But I don't want to.
Ayana has truly helped her, so don't.
Ooh.
Ooh, right? Ooh, yes. Oh, that was a good laugh. So thank you so much for sharing that, because I feel like people will look at you and they think you're cute as a button and you're just like this, and you are, but as well, you a boss, you out here, you worked at Sony, Radio 1, you've done marketing for the who's and the who's and the what's and the what. So Dymond Alexis put some respects on her name, okay?
And that's on period.
Oh my gosh, I want to say thank you so much for this conversation today. It has been amazing. We ate fruit, we minded our business. You chose not to waste any time with negativity, and I just feel great. I love when I just have a great conversation. You shouldn't feel heavy. You should feel
same. This was a really good vibe and kept me smiling. I appreciate you for inviting me onto your platform. This has been very dope as well.
Oh, I want to say thank you again, Dymond, so much for this conversation. It's been amazing. You have been just truly transparent and a true queen, and I love your journey. And guys, make sure you're following Dymond Alexis on social media, as well as the Dymond Life and the Black affiliated page, which they can find in connection. And you're visiting DymondAlexis.com on the regs.
Yup. You got it all correct.
About to go downtown.
Downtown, hey!
Downtown. You about to go